Hello, I'm Richard Vobes, the Bald Explorer. I'm in my van. This is about my van. I wanted to share in this video some of my experiences really, and my thoughts about having the van for just over a month now, I think, pretty much. I'm not out on my Sussex border walk at the moment. I will be continuing with that, but I just had a couple of days off from filming that, and thank you very much for all the lovely comments. But yes, this is really just a thought about my van, having had it for this period. I've never had a van before, and so I was a bit dubious about owning a van. Would it be too big for me? Would it be too cumbersome? Would I be able to park it? As many viewers will know, I have only one eye. This eye here is a prosthetic eye. And as it happens, there's a video about my eye and how I lost it and how I deal with it. If you're interested, I'll leave a link in the description just in case. But reversing is always an issue. You see, the thing about having one eye, certainly for me, and I don't know if this is true for other people who have one eye, when you look at things, distance perception is slightly different. Now, I am legally entitled to drive, so that's not a problem. But because I can see the all of the eye chart, the numbers on the eye chart, I can do all of that. That's not a problem. And recently, I just actually had a little problem with this eye. Oh, there it is. That's the rain. Look. Wow. There's a bit of drama for you. Well, for me. But not to worry. I'll. Glad I'm not out there filming at the moment in all of this. Gosh. Yeah, so I had a little problem with my other eye, but that's all sorted now, and they did a test on it and it's fine, so that's good. But distance perception is a strange old thing, because everything looks within a 12-foot radius slightly closer than it really is. So in other words, if I'm parking up against a wall, then it looks like I'm much closer to the wall than I am, and so naturally I give things a bit of a wider berth than I would have done when I had two eyes. Now that's a good thing. If it was the other way, that everything looked further and I would be passing cars but actually was too dangerously close, that would be dreadful. So fortunately that's not an issue. But in a van, I thought, oh, will I be able to cope with that? Well, luckily this van's got sensors, so it really helps tell me when I'm close to things and not close to things. So I really enjoy that part of it. I'm just going to move the camera around here so you get to see a little bit more and see if that will work for us. There we go. So yeah, this is just a bit of a raw old video about my thoughts. So what do I think? Yeah, that's the question. What do I think? I love the fact that I'm sitting up, looking down on the traffic. I get a better view, and I guess with one eye that's really helpful. That's it's really nice. I don't know whether this is true, but there seems to be a bit of camaraderie with other van drivers. You see a van driver and they wave and they let you pass, and I let them pass. I don't know, we're all in the same boat. Maybe it's just one of those things. This is the newest vehicle and the most expensive vehicle that I've ever spent money on or owned. And it's got things in here like the sensors that I hadn't expected to have, which has been brilliant, and I absolutely love that. The radio system works. The windscreen detects the rain when it goes on. It hasn't now because I haven't switched it on. And so the wipers just do their job. And also, the lights come on as and when required. There's auto settings. I think you can go on to manual. It does seem a lot louder when it rains. That's true. So there's all those sort of mod cons that most people will be used to. But for me, many of the great advantages is in the back I have this work area. So when I'm going on my Sussex border path, and I'm sitting down in the rain, sitting down in the back, I can set up the camera very easily, and that's fantastic. Often I get to places and think, oh blimey, I need the loo. Well, there's a loo in the back, and it's a cassette toilet which is very clean and very easy to change, and I do that once a week and it's perfect. So in these cold days, you know, when you come out and getting into middle age and what have you, and you get a bit caught short and you desperately need to go somewhere, in the back, piece of cake, nobody knows, very discreet, and I love that. So that's really useful. The bench is handy to sit down and work at. I have slept in the van a few times, and that really is very nice and comfortable. So overall, I'm really pleased with the van and everything it's got in it. I think it's going to come into its own in the spring when we get better weather and I can go further afield and stay over. But for now, I'm really pleased, and I'm a happy van owner. I'm not sure about the rain though. I think the rain has possibly stopped now. It's all steaming up in here a little bit, but that's okay. Because it's black, I should have known this from owning my old car, which was black, shows up that every bit of dirt. And because it's cost me a fair packet, I'm determined to look after it. So I am a little bit, is the word anal that they say? I am a little bit anal, and I am trying to keep it clean. Perhaps not as bad as the previous owner, who kept it absolutely incredibly immaculate. I don't know how he did that. But each week I'm washing the van, cleaning it down, wiping all the surfaces. I've made a rule not to eat in the cabin here. I can eat in the back there, that's fine. That's all good. And because that's easily cleanable, and with a mop I can swish the floor down very easily. So because I'm going into the countryside, walking, muddy foot boots and stuff, the floors obviously are going to get muddy, but because it just seems very easy to clean and mop down on the inside, as well as of course the exterior, I want to try and keep it as nice as possible for anybody who is coming in the van with me. My last car did get into a bit of a mess, and I was, I suppose, quite embarrassed by how mucky it got from travelling about. So I've purposely decided keep the van clean. The back is really handy for putting stuff in, and the space, and you would have seen that perhaps in a previous vehicle. I'll link to a video I did with Adrian from TurboStream. He has a camper van and we were comparing notes on that, so I'll link to that because that might be interesting to some people. But yeah, I'm very happy. Let's see what it's like in a year's time, and see if I'm keeping up the cleaning regime, if nothing else. Right, I need to get back inside now and have a nice cup of coffee and try and dodge some of these raindrops. I could of course cook one up in the boot there, in the boot, in the back. Yeah, may do that. Thanks so much for watching. I will be out on my Sussex border walks and other walks, exploring England and all of that very soon. So don't forget, if you've enjoyed this, to give me a thumbs up, subscribe and follow for more stuff about my van and also about Sussex and the rest of England on this channel. Do appreciate it. Take care and bye for now. Bye bye.